Good morning. Hello, Vanakkam. It's a very, very historic moment today to be among you, the roaring captain of Indian team. Salute to you, Captain. So on this day, the particular day when India won, all of them took their phones to put a tweet, to put a message congratulating the Indian team. I also took the phone to my office and said, I want the captain here. It will be possible. Dream, determination, destination. You dream, the destination is here. I'm sure this is going to be the most inspiring day in the history of Satyabama. And as Bhavna clearly mentioned, after meeting the Honorable Prime Minister of the country and the Honorable President of the country, here she comes to meet all of you. That makes the day a very historic moment. But to make this day historic for her would definitely be her parents at this moment. A big applause to her parents, her coach, her teachers. It can be more when it comes to the teachers. Make it louder. And to the coach who was standing by her and telling, Kappu Mukyam Bigile. Cup is important. I'm telling cup is important. In the language they know. Kappu Mukyam. So cup is us, but I always say, if someone has achieved something, someone has stated the success, it is not their moment. It is a moment for generations to follow. People should follow their dream. They are going in a road in front of us which has no lights, no encouragement. Nobody stood by them. The 11 girls went there, paved the road for us, put the spotlight for us brighter so that the way for you is decorated by the great Indian team. At this moment, I think it would be possible by our captain. Captain is always very, very important because my father always calls me Captain. Hello, Captain, how are you? Because Captain is the one who doesn't lead, because leadership is not that who is leading, who is one among them, motivating them, encouraging them. During the times they didn't have encouragement, surely the captain would have stand by them. Come on, India, we can do it. Can we tell our captain, come on, India? Come on, India! So when I say Jai Hind now, you should all repeat after me, and I request the captain to stand for a moment. Here stands in front of you the powerful woman of India, the inspiration of India, the great woman of India. India is proud of her. Jai Hind!
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I can't ask anything else. The way you guys are cheering for me and for my team. Thank you. Thank you so much for all your support, and wishing you all the luck. And thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity today to meet these lovely girls, and hopefully I'll inspire you guys, and you guys will also follow your dream in the future. I'm sure, and I think madam जैसे अभी mention करे कि cup is important, and I totally agree, because without cup even I was not here. So I think cup is important and keep working hard for your dreams, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. I will take you to the center. Shock of vlog after that victory. I'm not going to make this interaction usual for you. Okay? I've been a broadcaster for about 8 years now, so I covered the Women's World Cup. And every step of the way, we cheered, we prayed, and we celebrated so much. November 2nd, 2025. It's just been under 2 weeks, right? Every time you still wake up, do you smile? Is there a jolt? What's the first thought that comes to your mind?
It still feels like a dream because I've been dreaming this for so many years, and now that dream has come true. And sometimes I'm just telling myself to my friends, please tell me it has happened. Please tell me because still it's not this is not something I'm still believing, but I mean that day was one of the most important day in my life, and I'm so grateful that that happened in our life.
But she has a constant reminder every day when she wakes up. Can we have the picture, please? All of us get up and look at our phones, but you can get up and look at your arm. Can you show them your arm, please? Look at that. The memory etched in your arm. Harman, how long have you wanted to do that?
I mean, from day one, I like tattoos. Well, I'm not here to promote that, but you know, I really wanted to have that on my body because I believe I was born for cricket. I really, really think that except cricket, I don't know anything much, but cricket means everything to me, and I really wanted to do this for my country, and now I want to stay that with me forever in my life.
Beautiful. I believe I was born for cricket. Isn't that one of the most beautiful things that you've ever heard? But Harman, it's not only you who thinks that. I was working with a big panel of women cricketers. One of your colleagues from the past, Tirish Kamini, who you played your first World Cup with. She played her first World Cup in 2009. Do you know how many World Cups Harman has been a part of? 14 World Cups, 9 T20 World Cups, and 5 ODI World Cups. You talk about longevity, you talk about experience, there she is right in front of you. Imagine the number of times she came so close to lifting a World Cup and came back home disappointed. This is the years of penance and perseverance. So the talk amongst the cricketers, the women cricketers, was that Harman was not just born for cricket, she was born for World Cups. And there was one World Cup in particular. Before you came, I was telling them stories for 20 minutes about the Indian women's cricket team and how all of you had to fight battles to get here. I'll take you back to 2017, that unforgettable knock of 171 unbeaten. Let's have a look.
Australia's bowlers have been bruised here.
Look at that backlift. Day for all of us in the broadcast and the world over. If we were Indians and we were watching this, you were 8 years younger back then. Take us through those runs, the 171 of them.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the important inning in my life. That was a very important match for us because that time just Indian audience started watching women's cricket because before that we played so many World Cup, but we have never seen Indian fans falling or matches were telecast on the TV. But 2017 World Cup was very special for all of us because we were continuously on the TV and people were watching and they were appreciating our performances. So I think that was something we kept talking. This is the time to utilize and do something bigger for our country. So that day also when I was padding up, I was only thinking it's a big day, but I know Australia is a very good side. But if I play freely, if I can, do what my team is expecting, that will be very, game-changing moment for us. And I'm glad that, whatever I was thinking, whatever I was feeling, I was able to deliver.
And you kind of changed a set of audience's perspective with that knock. Did you think that it will create such a big mindset shift?
Yeah, definitely. Because before that, I always like to bat like that, with aggressive mindset, with good strike rate. But before that, whenever, I was doing that, sometimes you get success, sometimes you don't get success. But many times people were just telling me, look at other teammates, they take time, they think, what to do, what not to do, but why you're always little too aggressive. But I always thinking that time, because if I don't do that, then how will, I can inspire other young girls, because whatever we were doing, that was not giving us a result. But we need to do something, one step ahead. So I think it took me a lot of time to convince people, especially firstly from my house only, because everybody was thinking, take your time, play normal, play, be relaxed on the pitch. But I was always thinking something else, because I knew somewhere whatever we are doing, that is not giving us a result. If I really looking for result, I have to, go one step ahead. So I think that was in my mind, and that really helped that day, and started, believing in other teammates also, that, we have to be little more aggressive if we have to, do something bigger in our life.
When aggressive you were after that. Absolutely. Now, I told all of them the story about how you made it to the finals. There was a heartbreak against England. But when you came back, who was waiting amongst the thousands of people to greet her? What was the name? Jemima Rodriguez was there in the airport to greet you, and now she's a teammate and she's been such a big part of this World Cup. Big round of applause for Jemmy. We all called it the Jemmy final. You had such an integral role to play. Without you, I'm sure she wouldn't have been able to hit that 100. Talk to us about those moments, because I'm sure a lot of people around thought 339 was not possible. Talk to us about that semi final, but before that, we'll watch the clip.
Sweep here. Control.
Special to us. It has taught us a lot of things. A lot of ups and downs was there, but one thing which, we didn't stop believing that, this is our home ground, and we know our conditions are very well, and we just need to trust, because we only have two way, whether this side or that side. Now we have to choose which way we have to go. So I think everybody in the team, they were so positive. They knew that, in Mumbai we have played so much cricket, and we know what exactly we have to do. The only thing is now trust and self-belief. If we have that, we can par that. So I think that match is the biggest example for us. When Australia was batting, we knew, they are easily going to score 250, but somehow 350, but somehow we stopped them under 350, and then everybody was looking at each other, especially all the batters, that, we got this, because many times whenever we had so many camps, we have so many international matches over there, we knew what is our strength and what we can do. So that day nobody was, even 1% in doubt. I don't know what outside world was thinking, but inside in our dressing room, everybody was so positive. I think that reflect on the pitch also.
Not 1% doubt. It was a record chase. Nobody had chased down 339 ever before. And it was, I think, a game that world cricket, leave men's cricket, leave women's cricket, world cricket will remember and respect Team India for. It was just an unbelievable moment, Harman. And you had such a crucial role to play. You usually don't like to display your emotions. I still remember you wore glasses and came after you lost a very crucial game, because you said, I don't want people to see me crying. That's not how I want people to see me. But you couldn't hold back your emotions after the semi-final. Tell me how much that win meant to you.
Yeah, I mean, not only for me, I think for our entire country, because as you mentioned earlier, I have been playing World Cup for so many years, but every time we were missing that one step. So this time, even in our dressing room, we were only talking about, we are not going to leave this, no matter whatever is the situation. But, we have to keep pushing ourselves. So I think the one thing, even I want to add here, in our team, one thing which, we really appreciated, that our each other's success. We were praying for each other. We really wanted Smriti to score 100 every match. We wanted Pratika to do well. When Shefali came to the team, everybody was, there to support her, asking her, what do you need? You need any extra information for like how the World Cup, because she was playing domestic cricket. So all the ballers, we were praying for each other, we were pushing each other. So I think that shows, the real team character. So I think that was something also, I think, played a very big role in this World Cup, because we all were one. We all wanted, each of us to do well, and no matter whoever is going to play, the winning knock or winning the bowling, but we wanted no matter whoever is going to do that. But this everybody was aiming for the trophy. As Madam mentioned, trophy is matter, cup is matter. So that was there in our dressing room. We were only eyeing on that cup.
Yes, you have to say that for them, okay? It's Kappa Mukyam Bigalu. Can you say it? Kappa Mukyam Bigalu. And we'll split it first, and then you say it with a punch, okay? Now, I can बोल देना. Kappa
Kappa
Mukyam
Mukyam
Bigalu.
Bigly.
Okay? Kappa Mukyam Bigalu.
Cup Mukyam Bigly.
सबको हमें चाहिए ही चाहिए जो भी हम करते हैं फील्ड में हमें ट्रॉफी मिलना ही चाहिए वो ट्रॉफी हमारे हाथ में आना ही चाहिए दैट्स रियली द सेंटिमेंट एंड द इमोशन
That should be our hashtag now.
कप मुख्यम बिगले love it and we the Satyabama family have taught her that so you remember every time and I know that Chennai is a place that you remember as well. I mean, I'm going off topic, but you had the highest individual score that the team posted in a test match, right, at Chepauk. They scored 603 in Chepauk. It's the highest first inning score under Harman's captaincy. So, how much do you like Chennai?
Chennai is being very special to me. I mean, whenever I come to Chennai, I get so much love, so much support from people from here, and I'm not saying because I'm sitting here, but from really from my heart, I really want to thank, and I'm glad that before going to my hometown, I come here.
Beautiful. And you like Chennai breakfast?
Yeah, but I mean nowadays, every time whenever I'm out of my hometown, I always eat dosa. I don't know why, but I keep eating dosa.
That's what I ate for breakfast today as well. And any Chennai stars, any Tamil films that you've watched? When Hema was a part of your team, did she tell you about any Tamil movies?
I don't know from where Rajnikant sir is from. So yeah, I mean after winning the World Cup, so I was going to Thailand for vacation. That day he called me, and he wished. Firstly, I was like, is it real? But then I spoke to him for few minutes. But it was so nice that I got a call from him, and he was so happy. And he told me that his entire family was there in the stadium, but unfortunately he was not there because he was shooting in Singapore. But that was one of the biggest moment because somebody we watched on the TV when we were growing up, and now that person is calling you and appreciating on your achievements. I think that means a lot to me.
தலைவர் தாங்க. He's just up there, just the kindest and sweetest man. Who else did you get calls from? Anybody that surprised you? Just like Rajni sir?
I mean, many people call, but
Your top 3 calls that you'll always remember. Tell me. Anybody that really surprised you? Or what they said particularly?
top 3 calls, I think first call which means a lot to me, that was I definitely met him on the ground. He gave the trophy to us, Jay sir, because he's been our biggest support because whenever we were having meetings or selection meetings, whenever I was waiting, he was always telling me, I want to really give cup to you because imagine how much he was wanted this. So that day when he was there, I was walking towards him. That was reminding me that whenever I was going to the BCS office, he was always told me that one day I really want to pass that cup to you whenever you guys win ICC trophy. So I think when he called, he didn't express too much because he said, I don't know like how can I express, but I'm really happy. So I think that calls mean a lot to me.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us. We'll move on to the big final, the World Cup final. It was India versus South Africa. Everybody was making comparisons saying, okay, we won the T20 World Cup already against them, the men's final that happened in the Caribbean. So then we want a repeat of that. But a certain number of us said, you know what, that is not what we care about. It's not about men's cricket, women's cricket. We want the first ever World Cup win in India for our girls. And that we want because it has never been done before. and you had so much support in this World Cup, right? So we'll take a look at some of the visuals of the final, and then we'll talk you through it. They did something that has never been done before, which I got so emotional seeing. You won the trophy, and all the former Indian cricketers that were there, Mithali Raj, Julan Goswami, Anjum Chopra, these were women who are legends of the game, captains, former captains of India. You you went to them and you gave them their respect and you said, "This is for you as well." Tell me how that thought came about.
Well, last ODI World Cup when we didn't qualify, uh, that was very heartbreaking moment for us, and you know we were not able to sleep, and because of the COVID, we didn't even get flight. We were there for two days, and we were just looking at each other and thinking, what does happen? And we really didn't want to go in this way. But that day, Smriti and I, three, four girls were there, and we were sitting with Juludi, and we were talking that we really want to do this for you guys because we know how much hard work you guys have been, doing for so many years, and you guys didn't deserve the way, things happen in this World Cup. But we'll make sure whenever, we play our next ODI World Cup, will if we win, we are definitely gonna call you, no matter wherever it is. And then later on, we got to know World Cup is in India, and then everything was, I mean, just going the way we wanted. In World Cup happened in India, and then everybody was in the stadium. So the moment we saw them, everything just recollected. And Smith and I was talking that remember that day we were sitting and talking, and I think those feelings were so pure and came from our heart that we really wanted to give something to our seniors because they started playing cricket when there was no money involved and no recognition. But I think because of them, we are here today, and they deserve that.
How inspiring is that, right? You need giants whose shoulders you need to stand on to see far ahead so that you can get there. These were the giants whose shoulders that you stood on, and today you hold that World Cup trophy that makes all of us so proud. Thank you, Harman. Just a couple of questions before we move forward to the audience, and we have the students who want to ask you a few questions. I want to talk to you about your coach, Amol Mazumdar. A lot of us don't know his story. He never got to play for India. He's the second highest run getter in Ranji Trophy of all times. He scored over 11,000 runs for Bombay. Never wore that India jersey. And with her, he lifted the World Cup trophy at home, his home in Bombay. Please talk to us about your coach because this picture for me was everything that we call Guru Dakshina. Can we have that picture? There you go.
I mean, sir joined us 2 years back, and when I had a first call with him, we spoke almost 2 hours. And I'm not someone who can, open up in the first call, but I don't know like how. I just kept talking to him, kept expressing what this game means to me and what I really do for my country. So sir just said one thing to me: I have come here for you, and whatever you need, whatever you want, I'll make sure everything happen. I think he has taken all the headache. He just told me that you just play cricket and leave everything on me. I'll be the bad guy. You just go there and enjoy your cricket. So I think the support I got from him, I think nobody else could have, filled that place.
Beautiful. And I hope that this coach captain relationship brings us a lot more World Cup trophies. This is just the beginning. And finally, the last picture, I definitely want Harman to react to it because in today's age, we have a lot of women, we have a lot of girl students who are here with us. And women are at par or more superior in most fields in comparison to men, but sometimes don't get the credit that they deserve. We have harder paths that we have to carve for ourselves. So I want you to inspire them today and tell them what to do when life gets a little tough.
Well, I think uh, just keep believing in yourself because life is like that. Because everything is not going to be in our way. Life means balance and imbalance, but it's very important how we are gonna take things forward. So I think just keep believing yourself because in this World Cup journey, even I have started believing more, because before that sometimes we have seen so many heartbreaks, and then going back home and then restarting things again. But in this World Cup, I think I just kept telling myself, no matter what, these trophies are, no matter what, these trophies are. So I think when you are so clear in your mind, when you know what you have to do, I think that time you feel more clear, and your path will be it will automatically take you there wherever you want to achieve. So I think being clear, being motivated, I think that is something which really bring me to this side.
Thank you, Captain. I think that's something that everybody needed to hear because she's someone who's been there, done that, and achieved the impossible. Big, big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Harmanpreet Kaur, the World Cup winning captain. A couple of questions from our students. We'll get our volunteers to bring you the mic. You'll just give her your name and then your question, please.
Hi, ma'am. I'm Aksha. I'm a very big fan of your cricket. Like, I really love the aggressive cricket. My question is, what would be your top three moments of your career? Top three moments of your career.
Top three moments of your career.
Uh, First one is when I got India jersey, because I was dreaming that from day one. So when I got a call from BCCI that I have been selected for the team, so I think that was the biggest moment in my life. And second one, the one we just seen on the screen, the 171, because somewhere I believe that also bring the change in our country. People started even believing in women's cricket, started dreaming that women can also bring the cup to the country. And the third one is this World Cup, because this World Cup, whatever we have dreamt about so many years, that finally we were able to achieve.
Thank you. Next question.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Dhanishri. So, who had the craziest reaction when you met them after the World Cup win?
The craziest reaction, I think my dad, he was so happy because he is also someone who is not, very expressive. But he was just holding me, lifting me, and I was like, he was so happy, and that I think for a daughter means a lot when her father is so happy. He is in the there. I think that was something very special moment for me. I don't know like how to express that in words, but that was the biggest moment in my life.
You didn't have to express it in words, Harman. Can we have that picture again? That's how a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old you would have jumped on him. And now, as a World Cup winning captain, you still went and jumped on him like that because Mata Pita Guru Devam, parents, are the main reason we're so successful in life.
Yeah, I mean that's how he was taking to the ground when I was young, and that's how I started dreaming for playing for my country. And I think, yeah, that moment I actually felt I'm a little girl. He was taking to me the ground and feeding the ball to me. I think that was again reminded me the entire thing like how it started.
It was just beautiful. I mean, I'm very, very impressed with your dad's core strength, first of all, that he was just holding on to you for so many minutes, right? But I think that's jubilation and adrenaline in that moment. Beautiful. Next question.
Hi, ma'am. I'm Rashmi. India's World Cup journey is filled with passions and resilience, and it continues to inspire millions of people today. Thank you so much for that. And what is the most valuable life lesson that we can take away from India's World Cup journey?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, that this World Cup journey has taught us one thing very clearly, that don't stop, doubting on yourself, because I think I mean we don't need to doubt on ourselves, because this journey was like that only, because sometimes in few matches earlier, we won 2 matches and then we started losing 3 matches back to back. I think that's where the real picture came. That time everybody started talking about that what next, but I think as a team we all stood together, and we all decided now we have to decide which line we have to choose, whether we give up or we'll keep working hard for, this this lovely trophy. I think that shows us the real character that, as a team we have to keep working hard, keep believing in each other. I think that is the biggest reason for all of us.
We have two more questions.
Hi ma'am, it's such a pleasure to meet you. I'm Nivedita. I'm curious to know who do you envision to play your role in your biopic?
There you go.
In my biopic,
Yes. Who should play you in your biopic?
I don't know, like I haven't thought about it, but whoever suits the best, who can, I think if my biopic comes, I want that person to express everything, I have shown on the field. So I don't want somebody, who can't express that. So no matter is a new face or someone who is very famous already. So I want somebody who can, express each and every moment, because it's not a small journey. Work really hard. Not only me, I think entire team. So I think we want something, which people can see what we really go through it.
Give us three names. Just three names. Deepika, Kanna, Anushka,
I think I already said in 2007. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, like whoever suits the best.
Okay, tell me who should play your coach, Amol Manjumdar. Or any of your teammates, Smriti, Shafali. One heroine who should play any of them.
ऐसा कोई नाम तो नहीं आ रहा मेरे माइंड में, but we'll make sure we'll find somebody who is the best.
We'll find the best 11. We'll find the best 15. The top 15 actors. Okay. All right. Last question.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm Vidyuta here. Honestly, it feels such a surreal moment to ask you this question. Yet, if not cricket, what passion or dream you would have been chasing and inspiring the way you are?
Well, I said earlier also that, I was born for cricket, and I don't know, like, what else. I can't even think, like, if not cricket, what else I can do. So I think I'm grateful that, my parents supported me to play this lovely sport, and I think because of them, I was able to achieve all my dreams. So I'm very grateful, and I'm very thankful to them that, they never stopped me to play this lovely sport, and I'm so happy that, I was able to do whatever I really wanted to do in my life.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Fantastic. It's like I was telling them, just like in the movie 83, Kapil Paji paved the way for everyone. And when you say, we're here to win, what else we here for? We'd love to hear you say that.
We are here to win. Yeah, we are here to win. What else we are here for?
Thank you. Before we get the entire management team up, I want to just get you to stand up. Can I have all of you stand up as well to we have the management team? Harman, what you did basically when you went to get the trophy was the Bhangra. I'm not going to ask you to do that. But what she also did is she went